Magician David Copperfield was here on Capitol Hill to support a House resolution that would recognize magic as, quote, a rare and valuable art form. Thank you so much for your time. It's an honor to meet you. Welcome back to Washington.
Thank you, yes.
So I wanted to start by asking you about this legislation. What do you expect will change if magic is officially named an art form?
I think it'll help in a number of different areas. There's a lot of young inventors out there who invent magic effects, who will be protected better if magic is classified by our government as an art form. It'll help protect trade secrets. It'll help protect intellectual property, and that's a good thing. Also, people that are looking for grants from not governmental grants, but from foundations and from corporate grants, it'll help them say, hey, you're giving money to art, magic's an art. The government says so. So I think that'll help that for all the people who are starting to explore this magic as the art that it is.
Do you hope that magic would be taught in public schools, for example, as part of art programs?
This would be a step in that direction as part of when they're teaching dancing or saxophone. Why not learn magic too? You know, I think it's used in hospitals in my Project Magic program already. But to give it the validity of a governmental tip of the hat is going to be a step in the right direction.
Now, you met with a lot of lawmakers today. Any lawmakers in particular that have been helpful with this cause?
Mark Pocan has been very helpful. He's a senator congressman from
Wisconsin.
In Wisconsin, like I said, from Wisconsin, who does magic as part of his communication media, things that he does to share stories and teach about it. Magic is his tool, and that's his story.
Of course, Pete Sessions. I mean, Pete Sessions is the congressman who brought it forward, and so he really plays a big part in that as well. And then your Congresswoman
from Las Vegas,
yeah, from
also.
Las Vegas. So there's been a number, and then of course the neat thing today is Speaker Paul Ryan. David actually had him on the floor trying to figure out how to do a magic trick, which was pretty fun. That's the cool thing about magic is it takes people from all different types of walks of life and puts them together on the same level. I mean, that's a byproduct, and you go back and you look. That's why we don't understand why this has not been recognized as an art yet, and that's what we want to try and have happen.
And David, as you know, a lot of celebrities have expressed an opinion right now on the election. I was wondering what your opinion is at this time in the election, if you like Hillary, who's now the nominee,
let me set
Trump.
this up for him. So, Mr. Copperfield, who do you support, Hillary Clinton or do you support Donald Trump?
I support magic.
There you go.
And last question for you, anything you would like to see disappear in Washington now that you came back and got to see how the process is working, looking at your career, what would you like to see possibly disappear or change?
I think things should appear rather than disappear, and we're trying to make as much positive happiness as we can.
What inspired you to get this bill rolling and put it forward, and what do you think is the most important aspect of it?
The resolution is all about acknowledging that magic is art. They do turn what seemingly is nothing into something of substance. And David Copperfield and the mayor of Wylie, Texas, Mayor Eric Hogue, both approached me and said, we would like to acknowledge not only what is reality all across this country with this important effort, but to acknowledge its existence so that other people would become involved in it. It's magic as a form of art helps people to grow and learn. It's about physics, it's about illusion, it's about really fun and opportunity. And as we heard during the seminar, they use this as a form to entertain people, including many who are disabled, many who are in old folks' homes, and many people of our veterans who've come back home who are looking for a way to enjoy something else that might get their mind away from where they were and make them feel better. So it's really very important that we're trying to use this as an attribute to help those in America.
And if magic is recognized as an art form, do you think or even foresee it being taught as part of art programs in public schools?
Well, certainly you'll have to ask Mr. Copperfield about what happened to him when he was 16 years old. He taught at New York University this exact thing. And we learned today that cinematography really began as a result of these magicians wanted to do what they did to a wider audience, and so they figured out they could put it in media this way, and it's a really good thing. Yes, I believe as a opportunity in education it has a great place.
On Capitol Hill, I'm Nicholas Ballasy.